let's take a look at the SEC here to wrap up win totals. Overall, solid record, not great, but we were above 500 and getting win totals right. So Georgia over 11 and a half wins. I mean, this one was, it's either they're going undefeated or they somehow slip up against that schedule. And we were like, all right, man, like there's no, like, they're not losing one of those games.
Yeah.
they went undefeated. Easy.
Like we said their biggest threat was Missouri, and we were right about that. 10-2 yep. Missouri, and their line was 6.5.
We did say that. I don't think we thought Missouri was going to be quite as good as they were, but we were.
I thought Missouri was going to be damn good. I had them at 8. That's where I had them, 8 wins. I didn't think 10-2, but I had them like significantly above 6.5.
Yeah, there's 2 huge victory laps to take here with this division. One is Missouri over 6.5. I think of all of us, you were very high on them. Gonzo and I were high, but
I was supremely confident in Missouri this year. So like I was with Washington State last year, it was the same way with Missouri this year. I had a bet in on them, like supremely confident in Missouri.
Maybe not 10-2, but we saw like 7-5, 8-4, maybe 9-3. We were like that's definitely a possibility. We were all on that over, and then the South Carolina under. Like this is one of the best plays of the season right here.
We saw what they have in the O&D line, and we were like, oh, and the SEC under like.
Yes, they were terrible along lines of scrimmage, and we all saw it coming. I think the Shane Beamer, what happened at the end of 2022, like really diluted what South Carolina actually was going into the next season. But hey, I will say this: Gamecock fans, they got 2 5-star recruits that are offensive tackles in this year's class, so it won't be that bad for long, hopefully. But we'll take 2 huge victory laps there. Kentucky, man, there was a divide here between us 3 on Kentucky. It was me versus you and Gonzo, and it ended up being a push. So I thought I'll say this: I thought what Missouri was this year is what I thought Kentucky was going to be, if that makes sense.
Oh, I was, yes. I think I was in the opposite boat. I definitely thought Kentucky was going to be like 6-6 this year. I didn't think they're going to be that good. But hey, just to hedge my bets, that's why I took them in the team drafts, because I knew in the late rounds you would probably try to snag them, thinking, oh, Noah's going to take them, so I can just take us.
Dude, I can't believe you
guilty
did
as charged. Sometimes I just want to troll, man. Sometimes I just like to see what your reaction is.
And you know what? I'm glad you did that, because then you didn't pick Missouri. You could have picked Missouri. Nobody picked Missouri in the team draft, which we'll get to later.
It totally backfired, yeah.
Yeah, that one, we look stupid for not taking Missouri. We didn't back up what we said in win totals for that pick. But yeah, I think Tennessee, Tennessee, we all were on the over, but it wasn't like supremely confident. I guess we'll take the L there, all 3 of us on the Tennessee over 9 wins. But other than that, I mean, we did a very good job with this division, I'd say, on the whole. And so now the West. Now, admittedly,
that Bama,
I'll take
that Bama under is unlucky.
God damn it, Auburn.
Unlucky.
God damn it, Auburn. Like,
unlucky. The Iron Bowl's crazy, man. Something crazy always happens in the final seconds of that game, and that is what gave Alabama this over. And we were right, man. We were right. We were just on. Like, look, we were right in our logic. We were right in everything, but we still fell on the wrong side of the coin. That happens with betting and win totals. And I had money on this. I won't lie. I lost, of course.
Me too.
But man, that's just so frustrating. LSU was a little bit of a.
That was a big swing and miss. Fattest swing and miss of my career so far doing the Saturday Scholars podcast.
We didn't think their defense was going to be that bad.
And you know what people were saying, especially during going into the preseason, there was a lot of people saying, oh, this defense might actually not be that good. I was not buying that. I was thinking that the defense was still going to be pretty solid. I mean, during the spring, there was a lot of good reports coming out of LSU, and on paper, I thought there's no chance they're going to drop off as bad as they did, and I'll take the L on that one. And I'll take blame too, because I feel like I also, Gonzo, of course, he was going to take the over, but I feel like I persuaded you there, because you were on the fence about them, and I sort of
recall in this particular division, there were a few teams I didn't have enough time to do AMP research for, LSU, Ole Miss, and Auburn. And so on those, I was kind of just going off gut feeling. I didn't really know a lot. But after I had done my research, the only one that I would have changed is probably Ole Miss. I probably would have went over on Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, 2 years in a row, we've doubted Ole Miss, and they've spat in our faces 2 years in a row now. So I think I'm done doubting Lane Kiffin. I really think I am. But I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I might go under on them next year. But Ole Miss fans, you can give it to us in the comments. We're doubting, we're hating, and you keep proving us wrong. Oh man, Auburn! I swung and missed on Auburn. I really bought into the juice price.
Auburn should have at least pushed, but
yeah.
Hey, I'll take a win where a win is due. Considering I'm 6-7-1, I needed that to at least get closer to 500 as I can be. But yeah, man. All in all, not too horrible. Not too big of a loser here. Just minus 1.7 units.
Exactly. So we'll take it. You know, Texas 7-5, Texas 8-4. I think we all saw that one coming. That seemed like a little bit of a freebie. But yeah, other than that, I mean, not too bad, but not too great in the SEC for win totals in 2023 from the Saturday Scholars.